Oh dear, bueno. Okay. Hello. Oh my goodness. YouTube. Battery na run kwa mo we be yen kwuru. Oh my god. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I know it has been a long time, no, not really a long time though, but it's been a while since I uploaded last. Well, that is because I've not been feeling too well, but thank God all is well now and I am back on track again. So in today's video we are going to be making ofe akwu. Yes, what they going to do ofe akwu last. I think since this year I ate it only once, so today I was craving for it and I decided to make one and share it with you. Maybe you can learn one or two things from this video. So ngesi ofe akwu, sie rice, white rice, sie beans. Okay, esigom beans. Inanya na itana about beans not there. I already cooked my beans. So you don't forget out the stew, ofe and the white rice. So that is what we are going to be doing. And please, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And thank you guys so much. We are at 40,000 subscribers right now. Oh my goodness, that's unbelievable. Like, I never ever thought I would be at 40,000 subscribers at this point. Like, it's huge for me. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate. God bless you all for me. You guys made it happen, and let's keep supporting each other. Let's keep subscribing and growing this channel. So guys, let's start cooking.
Alright guys, so like I said before, I already cooked my beans, and the only ingredients I use to cook the beans is just some salt and water. So here I'm checking on the beans, and as you can see right now, the beans is very soft, and that means it is properly cooked. So I'm going to set the beans aside, and then I will bring out my meat. Oh well, not my meat. I'm going to bring out the meat I'm going to be using to make my stew, and I'm using goat meat. Basically, you can use any meat of your choice, okay? It doesn't have to be goat meat, but that's what I prefer. You guys know I like goat meat. And I will be adding dry fish to it as well. I also took out both the goat meat and the dry fish from the freezer. Oh god, I can't even talk. Okay, I took them out from the freezer like last night, and right now they have defrosted. Well, the dry fish, I took it out from the freezer just some minutes before I started filming this video, but for the goat meat, I already took it out from the freezer last night. So this is the next day afternoon. So I'm going to cut my goat meat into my desired sizes, and I'm going to wash them properly as well with some salt. So guys, for today's recipe, I just wanted to make it more like the mama put style. If you are from Nigeria, you should know what I'm talking about when I say mama put. Like back then in Nigeria, whenever I'm craving ofe akwu and I can't make it just like immediately, I just branch to one mama put joint close to our yard, I just branch there and ask them to put white rice, beans, with some of the ofe akwu now, and some goat meat. Oh, let me know in the comment section below if you have tested this combo before, this combination. Oh my god, it is so good. It tastes so delicious, I'm telling you. So that is what I'm going for today, okay? So I added some salt to the goat meat. I'm going to thoroughly wash the goat meat. Like I always like to wash the meat like thoroughly. If you see me washing my meat, you'll be like, this woman. Is there any dirt? Is there any potty on that meat? So after washing the meat, I will add it into my pot, starting with the goat leg, because that is the toughest part of the meat. I just placed it at the bottom of the pot, and then I added the rest of the goat meat. So I'm going to add just a little water into the pot, just like what you can see here, and place the pot on fire. Alright, while the goat meat is cooking, I'm going to turn on my oven, just for the oven to be preheating while I prepare my mackerel. Oh, I'll be adding some mackerel to this too as well. So I always like to, smoke my mackerel or grill the mackerel, whichever one you call it. So that way it will add the flavor, the smoky flavor to the stew. If I'm not making a mistake, it will add some smoky flavor to the stew, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to properly wash the mackerel. It's already cut, as you can see here. So I'm cleaning it properly, and I'll be grilling the mackerel. If you don't want to go through this process, you can just wash it and add it into the pot. But I just like that smoked mackerel in my ofako. Alright, now to season the mackerel, I'll be adding some aromat to it. If you don't have aromat, you can always use any seasoning cube of your choice. I will be adding some salt to it, just a tiny bit of salt, and then I'll be adding some rosemary to this, guys. Just add some rosemary. Yeah, and also I'll be adding some thyme. So those are the ingredients I'll be adding to the fish. Now basically you can just rub the fish with some salt, just with some salt, and put it in the oven. But to add more flavor and taste to the fish, this is how I do it, just to bring out the taste of the fish. So right now what you saw me add was just some olive oil. I'm just going to rub all the ingredients, just massage it into the fish, make sure it gets to every part of that fish, and then I will put it in my oven pan, then put it in the preheated oven. So I'm going to let it grill for, let's say, for about 10 to 20 minutes, between 10 to 20 minutes. Just keep checking on it. When you see that the fish is properly grilled, you can then bring it out from the oven. So while that is grilling or smoking, I'm going to start cleaning my dry fish. And as always, guys, I'll be cooking and cleaning as I go. You guys know I love doing this, like cleaning and cooking at the same time. So I'm just adding the cleaned dry fish into the pot with the goat meat. Yeah, just add the dry fish there, and now I'm going to start seasoning the meat with some aromat. Like I said before, you can always use seasoning cubes if you don't have aromat. And now I'm adding some salt. Everything is just a little bit, not too much, please. So right now I just added some thyme, and here comes the magic, guys. This seasoning is so good. It is meant for cooking meat like chicken, beef, any type of meat. Basically, it is so good. The flavor is amazing. So I just added a little bit of that, and I'm going to give this a good mix, and then I will cover the pot and let this cook for up to 10 minutes. So now I'm going to be transferring the already cooked beans into my food container because I want to use that same pot to cook my rice. So guys, once again, this is what my beans looks like. It's just plain, no ingredients at all, only salt and water. So I'm going to be rinsing the pot because, like I said, I'm going to be using that same pot to cook my rice. After washing the pot, I will add some water to it and place it over the gas. So I'm going to be cooking basmati rice. This is my leftover basmati rice. It's not big. I'm just going to cook it that way. This is what I want to eat with this too, with basmati rice. I don't want to use the regular rice you guys always see me use. So I'm going to be, enjoying this ofaku with some basmati rice, okay? So yeah, I'm going to thoroughly rinse the rice and then add it into the pot. And yeah, right now I'm just going to boil some water, and you will see what I'm going to be doing with that water later. So after I've added the rice into the pot, I'm going to be adding some salt, just a little bit of salt, guys. It looks like the salt I'm using here is too much, but trust me, everything was just perfect, okay? Don't be afraid. I know what I'm doing because I know some people will come after me and be like, oh, too much salt, too much spices, too much ingredients. I did not start cooking today, okay? So I know what I'm doing. So after I added the salt, I added a little bit of olive oil. That is how I always cook my rice, my white rice, with some salt and some olive oil. Alright, this is the banga. I'll be using. They wrote on it Nigerian taste. Trust me guys, it is true. I'm telling you, it tastes exactly like that fresh palm nut, like when you do it by yourself with fresh palm nuts. That is exactly how this thing tastes. I always go for this brand because it gives me what I want. So this is where our hot water comes in. So I'm using it to rinse the tin, the banga tin, and then I poured it into the pot. I'm going to be mixing this, you know, just like what I'm doing here. Just mix it properly and make sure you don't add too much water. Like so many people have been asking me, okay, before I continue with the story, I'm going to be adding extra tin of banga into the pot because I want these two to be very big. Like I want to make it in a large quantity and then store them in my freezer. So yeah, so like I was saying, some people always ask me, how do you always make your banga and it comes out very thick? Their own used to be watery. Guys, don't make sure you don't add too much water when you are preparing your banga stew. Okay, if you don't want it to be watery, do not add too much water. So after mixing the banga with the hot water, I just gently decant it into my cooking pot, so that way I can be able to avoid the tiny particles that is sitting at the bottom of the pot, if you know what I mean. So right now I'm checking on my smoked mackerel and it is properly smoked. It's done right now, so I'm going to turn off the oven and continue cooking. So to clean the oil that is on top of my kitchen counter, the oil that came out from the banga, I always use my tissue paper. I don't like to use my kitchen towel, okay? I always use tissue paper to, you know, clean the oil. So here comes my ehuru, efu. Some people call it efu, some people call it ehuru. So this is what it looks like. This one has already been cracked. If you watched my Nigerian food haul video, you will see when I was unboxing this. Okay, I will advise you to go and watch that video. I will leave the link in the description box below. So this is what makes ofako. I'm telling you, without this thing there is no ofako in my own opinion. So I'm going to be using that much. It's not too much as you saw, and I will also be adding about 3 tablespoons of crayfish and 2 Scotch bonnet pepper. So first I'm going to blend that. After blending it, this is what it looks like. Can you see how smooth it is? So now I'm going to be adding the crayfish together with the Scotch bonnet peppers, and I'm going to blend everything until they are smooth, just like so. So right now it's time to add the blended mix into the pot. Just add everything there, then give it a good stir. And taste it, always taste, okay? So after tasting it, I noticed that I need to add more seasonings to this too. So here comes my onga. Guys, I cannot cook my ofako without this onga, I'm telling you, unless I run out of it. But if I have it, I always add it, okay? That, like, I don't know how to explain how tasty my banga comes out with this seasoning. So now I'm adding just a teaspoon of paprika powder. That is what I just added now. And I'm going to be adding this onga. I'm just using only 1 pack. And after that, I'll be adding just 1 nut cube and a little bit of salt. I'm saying it again, don't be afraid of the salt, okay? I'm just adding a little bit, and that is what my stew and rice requires. I'm not adding too much. So this is what my stew looks like. The consistency seems to be okay now, and I'm still tasting it, and everything is perfect. So I'm going to cover the pot and let it go for, let's say, for about 10 minutes. Okay, so while that is cooking, I'm just going to juice some orange, just 2 oranges and 1 lemon. Yeah, I always do this during the cold weather. I don't know why, but I love it. Well, somebody gave me the idea. Somebody told me that I should always be drinking oranges during the winter period, that it does help a lot. And trust me guys, it really does help. Oh, if you've not tried it, please do. You will see some great changes in your life, okay? Cheers guys, cheers. This was so tasty and so delicious. Oh my god, it was so refreshing. Oh, okay guys, let's continue with our cooking. So right now I'm going to be slicing some onion, just half of the onion. I'm going to slice it into pieces. Then I'm going to be adding that into the pot and stir it very well. Now I will be adding just a teaspoon of minced ginger paste, just for, you know, that ginger flavor. That's what I'm going for. But if you don't like ginger, no problem, just skip that, it's optional, okay? So I'm going to be adding some frozen spinach to it. I'll be adding just 2 cubes of frozen spinach. I'll also be adding some fresh basil leaves, which we call curry leaves in Nigeria. If you are in Nigeria, this is curry leaves, okay? And yeah, I'm just going to be shredding them into tiny pieces. And my final vegetable will be these scent leaves, nchuanwu. There is no ofako without nchuanwu. Again, the efuru or ehuru and the nchuanwu is what makes ofako, in my own opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but I think without these two, there is no ofako. So I saw that the consistency of the stew was thick, and I don't like thick stews and soups. So I added just a little bit of water to loosen it up. And now I'm just adding the shredded spinach and the fresh basil leaves. And oh, I already added the nchuanwu first before the spinach and the fresh basil leaves. So after stirring that, I now added my smoked mackerel. So I'm going to cover the pot and let this simmer for just 5 minutes, okay? I want the flavor from the smoked mackerel to go into the stew, and the one from the stew to enter the mackerel, you know. I want them to marry each other. So while that is simmering, I'm just going to, you know, clear off the kitchen countertop. yeah, as always, I'm just going to wash the dishes, guys. Alright guys, it is time for me to dish out my food. So I'm going to be starting with the rice. I just added some rice into my plate, and now I'm adding my beans, just a little bit from both. And now I'm just going to, finally garnish the rice and beans with my delicious and tasty ofe akwu stew. You guys, please, I beg you in the name of God, just try this recipe. Try this ofe akwu recipe and you will come back here to give me a very big thank you. I'm not even joking, okay? Look at how this looks. Tell me you don't want to dive in right now. Just tell me you don't want to eat this. Oh my goodness, it was so delicious, so tasty, so fantastic, so fantabulous. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. God bless you, stay focused, and bye.